Good morning everyone. Today we are going to start a new chapter from our English workbook. Okay, so let us all take English workbook and let us take chapter 2, The Foolish Frogs. So let me begin with the summary of the story. The story is about kingdom of frogs and a snake. And the snake is very cunning in the story and he fools all the frogs in the kingdom, including the royal family also. So what happens? The snake eats all the frog one by one, and at last no frogs were left in the kingdom. So let us all take page number 9 and let's start reading the story and understand it. Okay, so let's all look into the reader. Once upon a time, in a river lived many frogs. They had their king, queen, and a frog prince too. The charming frog prince would play with the other frogs in the kingdom. So they are talking about there lived many frogs in a river, and they had a king, a queen, and a frog prince also. And what the frog prince always used to play with the other frogs in the river. Now let's see the second para. Now nobody knew that there lived a hungry and old snake close by. From its hiding place he could eat the frogs one after the another. So he thought of a plan. So what it says, that nearby there lived a hungry and an old snake. And from its hiding place he secretly wished that he could eat the frogs one after the other. So he thought of a plan. The next day, when the frog prince was playing with his friends in the bright sunshine, the old snake came up to them. Though he had a smile on his face, he still looked quite scary. All the frogs ran away from him. So the next day, the snake comes to the frogs and he saw the prince playing with the other frogs in the river. So he came to them and he showed a smile on his face, but he still looked scary. But when all the frogs saw the snake, they ran away. "Don't be scared of me, I won't eat you," moaned the snake. The snake said to the frogs that, "Don't be scared of me, I won't eat you." "How can we trust you?" said a frog with a squeaky voice. "I once bit a holy man. He cursed me and said that I would carry frogs on my back for the rest of my life," lied the snake. So what happens? The snake says to the frogs that he cannot eat them because he has been cursed by a holy man who said that he will be carrying frogs on his back for the rest of his life. So he lied to them actually. It was not a truth, but the snake lied to the frogs. "Really? What fun!" shrieked some of the frogs and jumped on the snake's back. So here the word shrieked means like screamed. The frogs screamed and they shouted and they jumped on the snake's back. "Come along, Prince," they called out. In a moment, the prince too was ready for a snake back ride. The snake took them on a round of the river and showed them amazing things. So what happens here? Every frogs and the frog prince agreed and they jumped on the back of the snake and they got ready for the river ride. So and the snake took them all around the river and showed them amazing things, right? So let's take the next page, page number 10. Then very cunningly the snake said, "Now you all must go home. I'm tired." "Drop us to our homes," ordered the prince. So the snake left the frogs one by one in front of their homes. So what happens here? The snake cunningly said that, "Now you all must go home. I am tired." So the frog prince orders him to drop them to their homes. Snake leaves one by one all the frogs to their homes, and at last when he comes for the frog prince, what he says, when he reached the palace, The king and queen were aghast at the sight. Their son, the prince, was on the back of a big, scary looking snake. They could not believe their eyes. They jumped and pulled the prince down. So what happened? While going towards the palace, the king and queen of the frog prince sees that he is on the back of a scary looking snake, and they got afraid. They were shocked to see. So they could not believe that, and what they did, they jumped into the water and they pulled down the prince. Don't worry, mommy and daddy, he is harmless. He took us on a river ride, the prince narrated. So what the prince said to his parents? He said that he is harmless. Who is harmless? Snake is harmless, and he took them on a river ride. Oh king, I am old and I am living a curse, began the snake, and told the lie all over again. So what happened here? The snake also lied to the king and queen that he is cursed, so he won't be dangerous for them. Now the king and the queen trusted the snake's story and said, take us on a ride too. The snake saw his plan working and obliged the royal family. So why are you moving slowly? So what happens? The king and queen orders the snake to take them also for a river ride. And they also sit back of the snake, and they also get ready for the river ride. So what happens? The king asked the snake, why are you moving slow? Move fast, he ordered to the snake. I am old and haven't eaten for many days. I can't move fast. Allow me to eat one of your subjects, the snake said. Here the subject means the frogs of the kingdom. Okay, the other frogs of the kingdom he is mentioning about. How can I allow you to eat my subjects? The king said angrily. It's my duty to protect them, he said. So what the snake says? Then I will go away, your majesty, the snake said. Now the king thought, how many frogs will he eat in a day? I think I will say yes. He said loudly, all right, I allow you to eat only one frog a day. So what happens here? The king agrees, as the snake requested that he would have one of his subjects every day, right? So the king accepts that and he allows the snake to have it. The snake was happy, and every day he would pounce on one frog close to him. Soon he started becoming strong. Every day he would take the royal family on a ride. His rides started becoming faster, and the family really enjoyed them. So what happens? The snake was happy, and every day he would pounce on the frog close to him. So he started becoming stronger, and his rides were becoming faster, which the royal family were enjoying. One day the king realized that his subjects were nowhere to be seen. The snake had eaten them all up. So one day the king realized that all the subjects were eaten by the snake and nobody was left. So when the snake arrived for the daily ride, as usual, the king screamed at him, "How dare you even show your face to me? You have spoilt my happy kingdom and made it empty." So this king gets angry and he asks the snake, because he has spoiled his kingdom and had made it empty because no frogs were left except the royal family. "You should have realized this earlier, your majesty. It's no use crying over spilt milk." So here spilt milk means, crying for the past events which had already happened. By mistake, the king agrees that the snake's request that he would like to have the subjects every day, and he agreed with it. So likewise, the snake used to have every day he used to have one frogs. So likewise, nobody was left in the kingdom. So now it's your turn. Saying this, the snake pounced on the royal family and in a swoop had eaten them all. So what happens at last? Now snake says it's your turn, and he jumps over the royal family and eats them all, and nobody was left. So the kingdom was empty including the royal family also, was eaten by the snake. So I hope you enjoyed reading the story, children. So that's all for today's class. We will meet up in the next class with the exercise. Okay? Thank you.